and welcome back to Crystal's Quest History with a Twist. Alright, so as I mentioned in my previous video, today will be the continuation of our journey through the underground tunnel in downtown LA. So today we're actually going to visit 4 speakeasy locations that are popular during the Prohibition that used the underground tunnels. So we're going to visit first Cole's French Dip as well as King Eddie's Saloon, only because both of them don't really have much reported, at least anything unusual. I'm sure there was some sort of altercations, but yeah, we're gonna combine them together, so let's get started. So, both locations held the speakeasies at the underground tunnel. The only difference was that Cole's had a regular client, which was a popular gangster at the time named Mickey, and he used to always sit in the back so he could see whoever's entering, so he will be ready for anything. And then in King Eddie's Saloon, he had a lot of writers attending, which is interesting to me because it's like one block away you have a bunch of gangsters and they're always watching their back, and then the other block is just a bunch of writers and, you know, enjoying life. At least I think so. Also, I wanted to share, apparently there's this hitchhiker haunting the location at King Eddie's Saloon. It hasn't been confirmed nor denied, but one of the writers actually wrote about it in his book. But yeah, so far no one has seen the hitchhiker ghost, only that guy, but apparently the place is haunted by him, but yeah. So now let's move on to Edison, which is not much to report. It was just a private speakeasy location, nothing crazy. Obviously they were connected to the underground tunnel, but yeah, that's all about Edison back in the day. Now they actually currently opened it as the Speakeasy Club, which I cannot wait to attend. I've been wanting to attend it so badly. It's all 20s dress, like it's really strict and it was absolutely gorgeous. Like I can't wait, so hopefully soon. Now let's talk about the location I'm looking forward to talking about, the Millennium Biltmore Hotel in downtown LA. Back in the day, that was the spot to be. If you're an A-list celebrity, work in the government, presidential, you name it, anyone went there. They held the speakeasy inside their gold room, which is like a smaller room compared to the other rooms, obviously, because they have a bunch of ballrooms there. But yes, the gold room was where they held the speakeasy, where they had a few corrupted cops attending, a lot of government employees, even the rumor has it that the mayor even attended. The cool thing about the gold room was that if anything happened, they had an escape route, not only through the tunnel or through the hotel, but they had this other access to Olive Street that's around the corner, which I thought was pretty cool. During the 20s and 30s, the hotel was in their prime. They held the award shows, they held the fashion shows, galas, even featured in numerous films. Nowadays, the hotel is known to be one of the top haunted locations in downtown LA. One particular story that stands out is the Black Dahlia. So, why did I mention Black Dahlia? It's because she was dropped off there to see her sister, and that was the last location she was seen alive. People has reported that they see this lovely lady with her black hair walking around the lobby looking. And people claims that possibly might be Black Dahlia's spirit roaming around, still trying to find her way out. But she's not the only ghost there. So there have been reports of people seeing World War II soldiers, because they used to stay there too, as well as some of the nurses looking for the soldiers, and also kids giggling and laughing. That one scares me. Just thinking about, you're gonna hear these kids giggling in your ears, and then, or it's just asking to play with them, like, wanna come play with me? Like, I think that's absolutely terrifying. So that location is clearly haunted. It has a lot of lost souls. Surprisingly, I actually stood at the hotel. I didn't know it was haunted. I booked a weekend getaway. I wanted to staycation during the time. It was, I think, last year? When was it? No. Yes. But I wanted to staycation, and I found out about this hotel through my whole Groupon stuff. And there was a great deal, and I was like, this hotel's absolutely gorgeous. Let's go. So my friend and I, we went there. And it's absolutely stunning. Like, the lobby is gorgeous, the ballrooms are outstanding. It's such a beautiful hotel. I understand why they had so many events held there, because they haven't changed anything, thank God. Like, it does not need any remodeling. It's perfect the way it is. But the rooms are very outdated. High ceilings, but very outdated. That definitely needs remodeling. Either mirror from the lobby and the ballrooms or modernize it, because the rooms looked very cheap to me. But I do have one particular story I want to share. So I should mention I had no idea that was haunted at the time. I honestly just wanted a staycation, but then I got a bunch of text messages saying, hey, you should visit this floor, that floor. You should also visit this room. And I had no clue at the time. I was like, okay, cool, why not? I had one friend that mentioned, hey, there's some ghosts. And I was like, sure, everywhere has some ghosts. Now everything's making sense. That being said, I didn't think much of the elevator. And then once I entered the hallways, I didn't think much of it. Yes, I had chills, but I was like, oh, okay, I'm just sleepy. So once we entered the room, I was like, okay, finally, we could relax, let's hang out. She chose the bed closest to the window, but she saw some markings, and she was like, I think this is blood stains. So I was like, what? So I investigated, and you see 2 handprints spreaded down on the curtains, and on the floor there is blood dripping. Yeah, that's not normal. So I immediately went to the front desk and I was like, hey, there's some blood stains. We need to switch rooms. And I guess they didn't believe me because they're like, oh, we'll send security up there. Okay. So once security entered our rooms and they saw the blood stains and the blood dripping, they kind of were in shock, and they immediately moved us out of the room and got us a new room. But they didn't give us any information afterwards. They were like hush hush about it. But yeah, they didn't want to tell us much about it. But we weren't wrong. So after that happened, we just ended up hanging out in the room all weekend and just relaxed. The one weird thing we had was we both had nightmares each night. Like I said, at the moment I was just like, we're probably just really stressed and we just needed some time to relax. I mean, the beds were comfortable, but yeah, we were very stressed that we had nightmares. But now I'm like, oh, it's haunted. And that was the continuation of the underground tunnel in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. For the month of October is actually a little bit special. I'm doing a spooky season edition, which I'll be posting a new video once a week on Sundays, all spookiness related. So if you're interested in watching that, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.